What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ishrock, back with another deck profile. Basically, I'm just showcasing what I played on Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. I didn't actually realize it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Day until I got there. I just knew it was just the first day of Link format, so I decided to play the best deck for Link format, which I thought was True Draco Demise. And I actually ended up getting second place. At our locals, about 20, I think 21 people came because there were 11 matches total. 11 matchups total, and like there was one bye each round. And I went X1, got second place, was XO until finals. Lost against a mirror match, unfortunately. But my other matchups included not True Drake. Well, he played True Dracos in a Dino deck with Yang Zings, which I thought was pretty insane. And then my second matchup was just a pure Dino deck. And my third matchup was Black Wings, which actually did pretty well because he had lots of board presence, so I can see why people struggle against him. But otherwise, I do think this deck is the best deck until Mrs. Radiant comes out. And then I think True Draco Zoo will be the best deck. This deck still has a really good Zoo matchup, though. And it's just a really good matchup in general, especially against Rogue, just because of some of the cards I played in. And quick disclaimer, this is Liam Murphy's build. My side deck is a little different because I don't agree with some of the stuff he played in his side, but otherwise, yeah, let me just hop into the deck profile. Again, peep at the token. I don't even know this guy's name, but it's super rare, so why not? It's pretty cool. Anyway, we played 3 Dynamite Knight. He's just the best card in the deck. I just always want to see him, especially going first. Just seeing him and like being able to use the trap cards just because they let you have board presence and they help reduce your opponent's board presence and they let you play during your opponent's turn. It's just too good. 2 Masterpiece. He's okay. I play 2 just because of Desires. I really fear banishing both of them if I need him just in order to cheese a win or for the mirror match, because I do believe like most matches you don't need Masterpiece, but in the mirror match, having a Masterpiece on board could actually just be game if you have no outs to it. So yeah, just because it could pop your diagram when you're trying to search for something. 1 Ignis Heat. I wish I played 2. I didn't side him, so I definitely think I should side him. So yeah, just for going second and trying to have another way to get Heritage other than diagram would have been great. And 1 Majesty Maiden. I still think she's pretty good. The only problem is like she doesn't help with board presence, but if you have a trap on the field, like True King's Return or Apocalypse, she's good, but she's too reliant on other stuff. So yeah. Spells, again, standard. Just the 3 diagrams. The best diagram play, in my opinion, is popping the spell, which pops a trap, and if there's a monster on the board, pop your own monster, like a True Draco monster, and then searching for Heritage. You can draw 3. This is my favorite play. And then 2 Terraforming. Kinda was glad I didn't play 3 of it, just because you draw so much, you're gonna see either Terraforming or Diagram. Just 3 Heritage, super standard. 3 Disciples, again, super standard. The best plays using Heritage to draw 3, and then using Disciples to draw 1. Actually, in my Game 3 matchup, I did not have any board presence against the Blackwing player, actually, but I used Disciples, recycled 3 of my resources, drew into a Dark Hole, actually, Card Demise, which I played 3 of, and Card Demise into a Dark Hole, which is fantastic because I decided that since I was going second in that match, and I didn't have to go into Game 3. We just finished it at Game 2 since I had the Dark Hole and it was game then. Duality is just amazing. Duality is just like, I always try to duality after Demise though, just in case I can't set anything. But being able to just choose what you need is just always fantastic. 2 Desires, we kind of have to. I didn't really like this card, honestly, but I still played it just because consistency's sake, so yeah. 1 Upstart, just because it's Upstart. Stormforth, because it's amazing. So yeah, especially during your own turn, especially during your opponent's turn. It's just dumb. Trap lineup. 3 return. This card's amazing. This card's super underrated. Just being able to get back your Dynamite Knight after, like, let's say a waterfall, or after tributing him, after something else, or getting back any monster is just too good. I also love if I activate Demise and I have a Masterpiece in my hand somehow. I always pop my Masterpiece with the diagram and just revive it back, which just gives me a huge 2950 or even 3250 beater on the board. 3 Apocalypse. This is especially good against dinos. If you're trying to go for game, you just activate this and then try to pop your own trap, so you can pop one of their own monsters. And then, like, Tyranno has half attack, which is just fantastic. I'm not scared of a small Tyranno at that point. Mars Erupt was low-key MVP and skill drain. Originally, before I saw Liam Murphy's build, I was playing the Solemn Brigade, which was fine, but the problem is the Solemn Brigade is really good against pendulums, but I'm not scared of pendulums anymore because of Link format. Monster Erupt is just fantastic, though, because dinos, they summon Oviraptor, just activate Monster Erupt, they can't do anything, really. They can try to get board presence with the babies, but it's still not enough to do much. The only problem is, like, these cards are awful against the mirror match game 1, so that's the only thing. Like, this deck is amazing against every other deck, but against the mirror, it's still good, but, like, you just have essentially 4, like, dead draws, which you're trying to avoid, which you'll just see because you just draw so much, so, yeah. And then 2 waterfalls for consistency's sake. So, it's funny story about the side deck is that I actually played 12 cards just because I miscounted and I assumed I had 15 the whole time. And I feel like if I added 3 more cards, which I'm gonna talk about the 3 cards I would have played, I think I would have done better at least in the finals because that was a mirror match. But yeah, anyway, Max C. I actually ended up stacking my opponent's match 1, game 2 with drawing into Max C, and when he summoned an Oviraptor using a baby, so that was fantastic. 2 Gamma Seals, just super scared of an indestructible Crystal Wing. I assume someone's gonna play Wind Witches, so yeah, that's mainly it. Dark Hole, Raigeki, just blowout cards going second, fantastic. Mars Erupt, just going first, blowout card. 2 Cyclones, you'll just see them if you draw enough, so maybe I'll play 3 and if I, like, adjust my ratios a bit. Finally, my last 3 cards were 3 anti-spells. This card is not good in a mirror match. They'll just pop it, and then you can't do anything, and then you're just sad. So, it's really bad in the mirror match. Against everyone else, so it's probably good, but, like, yeah, oh well. And if I were to play 15, I would have played Match Deflector because this is a huge blowout card in the mirror match. Just because, like, they can't do anything when you activate this card. It's basically like a 1-turn. You essentially only need anti-spell for 1 turn in theory. So it does the same purpose as it, but you don't lose it ever. So yeah. So that was my matchup. Still pretty glad it's the first time I won something. I got in second place at locals before, and I've topped before at my other locals as well. But it's still like something, and I was excited about Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. Still really fought hard for the playmat. But anyway, I think this deck is gonna be the best deck. I'm probably gonna stick with this deck until they probably hit like Card Demise or Masterpiece or something like that. But I may just stick with like the True Draco stuff still, and play the Wind Witch Spellbook variant with Spellbook of Knowledge coming out soon. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. This is Draco here. Peace out.